Hey, and welcome to this episode, and it will be about this nuclear submarine. It's a K3 Leninsky Komsomol. I probably missed out on that, but anyway. And it's sitting in a museum. This one is actually the first nuclear submarine they built. They built it in 57, and it was in the water 58, and it was running until 1988. This is the first nuclear submarine that surfaced through the North Pole and broke through the ice. And I mean, it's quite long. It's 107 meters, give or take a little. And it's weighing I think around 3,000 tons. I saw a sign that said a little less, and I've seen some numbers that are a little higher, but it depends on how you count it on surface, in water, and under surface. I think underwater it's like 4,700 tons or something. And here says 2,500, for instance. So they brought it in, and they fixed it up, and they made a museum of it. And you actually walk through the entire submarine. You enter in the bow into like the torpedo room, and then you walk from the front to the back on this. And it was I mean, it's so fucking big. I mean, it's bigger than you can imagine when you're walking around it. I once been in a submarine from the Second War, and it's a bit smaller, so to speak. Even when you're standing underneath it, you can like feel the size of it. So anyway, we will go from the front room. Here we enter the torpedo room. You're walking like on one level, and there are like more levels, of course, of this submarine, because it's like 8 meters high or something. They have 8 torpedoes in the front, no torpedoes in the back, and it could have, I think, 20 torpedoes. It can have. And there are even 4 beds to sleep in the front. So I'm guessing the one that were in the front room slept in the front room, so to speak. Here you can see the 4 beds, and I mean, the room is quite big, and the torpedoes are huge as well. And we walked into the next room, and here you can see like the meeting where the officers were sitting, like a really nice. I mean, for the year it was made, it was probably a really high standard. And there were a lot of information about this, because it also had an accident, a fire, and 39 people were killed on this submarine by a small fire. And we just saw the captain's quarters, and it had like a small sink as well. And there are a lot of stuff here. I have no clue what half of it is even, but it was really, really nice to go through and see all of this old technique and how it was. I mean, old and old, but yeah. Compared to the submarine from the Second War, this was top of the art. Now and then there were like spaces where you can look down to the next level, and I tried to take a few pictures, but it was really hard. And they had here you can see like the main room where you can look with the periscopes and everything, and the sonar room and the radio room and everything. I mean, there are so many gadgets everywhere, so it was a lot to take in. And these small tubes were quite hard to get through, but yeah, you could try if you want, or you walk through the door that they have made next to it. So, and not sure exactly what this is, but it looked advanced, almost looked like some kind of heating or pressure or something. And then here you can see a gas mask, there are some papers, some tools to plot out where you were going, and really nice beam work around. And not sure what this was, but yeah, some big tanks. The leasing device, more masks, stones of different kinds, and this is actually the reactor room. And here it was sitting a reactor that was producing like all the power for this submarine. And you could see they had like a TV that's showing you how it was, and it was hitting 2 of these reactors here, so quite a lot of power was out here. And here was also, you could have a feeling how big the submarine was when you were standing and could see through both levels of the submarine. This is the room after the reactors, so like where they generated the power for the submarine and for the propeller. And there were, I mean, they made it really nice. You could walk and see everything. You could even go and see into the control room. And there were a lot of gadgets and thingies to push and press and everything. So, and the generators were enormous, and there were a lot of generators here. So, I mean, the submarine had a top speed of 30 knots, like 35 miles per hour. And here is the control room I was talking about. A lot of information in a really small room. I mean, the space is limited on a submarine, so. And they had like a nice boat where the sailors could sit and eat and maybe play cards or something, or whatever they were doing. They also had a kitchen, of course, and it was, I mean, you will see, it's quite advanced, I think, for being on a submarine. Even more gadgets and things to press. I was eager to turn everything I could, but you know, you're not allowed, and nothing was moving anyway, so. Here is a sleeping quarter, more beds, that all the beds were hanging from chains in the ceiling. So there were one on top, and then the next one was hanging in the other one, and so on. And here was a TV, and it had something that was top secret. And here actually all sailors that were on board this boat when it sailed for the first time. 107 souls, I think it was. I mean, some of the bed looked quite comfortable. Quite advanced kitchen, like I said. You have sink, you have stoves, you have oven. So I mean, they could make whatever was needed. Moving on. Here is in the last room. Here was like a area where they were playing chess and other things. And here was actually, this is the last room. Here you can see the axle to the propellers. So there was like a huge axle when it was running, going in the middle of the room into the next room, and it was attached to where the generators were producing the power. And these beds were, you let them go and they fell down from the ceiling and you could sleep there. So, I mean, they were sleeping in shifts because the submarine was going 24/7 and there is not enough room for everyone to sleep at the same time. And here is a video of how the nuclear reactor was working. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and have a nice day or evening. See you around, everyone.